Hi guys, I'm here today with a 2023 Ford Maverick car review video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like it. Have a good time. The 2023 Ford Maverick was one of the company's most anticipated cars next year, but before any of us realized, Ford has officially stopped all upcoming small truck orders. Seems to be gone, which means you simply can't buy it. Ford Maverick is now from a factory. Today we're taking a look at everything you need to know about the 2023 Ford Maverick, why it was cancelled and more. So without further ado, many people talked about it when the Ford Maverick first came out in 2021. Luckily for Ford, the Maverick has managed to shatter everyone's expectations, as the linking of the F-150's little sibling to such an iconic vehicle puts you in a lot of expectation. It wasn't as bulky or powerful as an F-150 obviously, but the similar form factor and pound power made this thing a compact beast. Reviews were almost universally positive and sold out for it. The previous Maverick was more successful than anyone expected shortly after its release, and Ford couldn't keep up with the demand. Something similar happened with the 2023 edition of the Ford Maverick, with very little change between the 2022 and 2023 editions of the truck. It was by no means a brand new model. Some of the changes include the Tremor package, 1-inch lift and a brand new all-wheel drive system, around $20,000 prices starting from $. This was the perfect little truck for families, so sales skyrocketed. However, the 2023 version sold out just as quickly as the previous version. Apparently Ford didn't learn its lesson and decided to only produce a limited number of vehicles. And if anyone missed the sales period, bad luck. But this isn't just a problem for new buyers. Those who ordered the 2022 Ford Maverick, or even those who ordered months ago, are expected to either continue to wait or cancel their orders. Ford is completely overwhelmed by the demand for this vehicle, and with the global chip shortage, supply chain problems, inflation, rising interest rates and everything else going on in the world, it's impossible for the company to start increasing orders. Someone who orders a 2022 model is unlikely to get their truck, so you'd better cancel it and order a 2023 model. However, even if you do, you will be placed at the very end of a never-ending waiting list. However, if you've already ordered the 2022 model, you can get up to $2,750 off. Up to $1,750 off a hybrid unit if you wait. It really depends on how low you are on the waiting list. The current estimate for the waiting list is around 300 days at least. Those of us who are lucky enough to order right away can get it in as little as 150 days if you're lucky. The only way to order a 2023 Maverick right now is to physically visit a Ford dealer and pray you can get one reserved for you. Other than that, all online reservations have been cancelled and Ford doesn't seem to plan to reopen them anytime soon. Because of the famine that Ford was facing, many people are now focusing on the next best thing in the 2024 Ranger. The cooldown will be the same for both vehicles, but the 24 Ranger will definitely be a newer vehicle. So how do they compare? One of the main advantages of the 2023 Maverick is the high-efficiency hybrid drivetrain that comes standard. That means Maverick's fuel economy isn't as bad as some other pickup trucks. It will certainly be cheaper to run the 2024 Ranger. There is, however, a gas-powered variant for the Maverick as well, but even that is surprisingly efficient when it comes to fuel. According to most estimates, the gas-powered Maverick has a fuel economy of around 21 miles in the city and 26 highway mpg, which is significantly more efficient than the 2024 Ranger. The hybrid version, on the other hand, has an economy of 42 city and 33 highway mpg. So if you were looking to save money on gas, especially at a time when gas prices are so volatile, then the 2024 Ranger won't be the best alternative for you. Another thing to note is that the Ranger will be significantly more expensive than the Maverick. The cheapest Maverick variant starts at just $20,995, making it by far the cheapest pickup truck in the United States right now. On the other hand, the cheapest variant of the Ford Ranger will set you back $25,930. So not only is the Maverick going to save you money on gas, it's also going to save you a lot of money on the buying price for some people. The difference isn't too stark, but it's still something you should keep in mind when picking one over the other. The Ford Maverick also has a much more versatile pickup bed than the Ranger, thanks to its innovative flex bed technology that includes segmented storage racks for bicycles and outdoor gear and other DIY solutions. Thanks to its smaller size, the Maverick will generally be a lot more maneuverable than the Ranger. So it's clear that despite being a less than premium option, there are still plenty of advantages the Ford Maverick can give you over some more expensive vehicles. Of course, there are also a lot of advantages the Ranger has over the Maverick. For starters, the Ranger provides much better performance, which shouldn't be shocking considering it has a charged 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder engine that produces 270 horsepower and 310 feet of torque. In comparison, the Maverick has a hybrid engine generating 191 horsepower and 155 feet of torque that comes as standard. It's a much more powerful vehicle overall, and for many people that justifies the higher price. Additionally, the 2024 Ranger comes with a brand new design, significantly higher towing capabilities and much better off-roading capabilities. Another competitor of the Maverick is the 2023 Toyota Tacoma. Many people consider this Toyota pickup to be the next best non-Ford alternative in case Ford has supply chain issues. So let's take a look at how they compare. First things first. Gas mileage is still better on the Maverick than the Tacoma. This shouldn't come as a shock to anyone since fuel efficiency has always been the main selling point of the Maverick. There is likely no pickup truck out there that can get a better fuel economy than this truck, so the Tacoma doesn't even come close. Overall, the Maverick has many of the same advantages over the Tacoma as it does the Ranger. The Tacoma is also slightly more expensive than the Ranger, starting at $27,150 for the access cab and $27,980 for the double cab. But once again, the Toyota Tacoma is bigger, much more powerful. And although beauty is subjective, many people seem to prefer the more modern design of the Tacoma over the bulky and slightly outdated Maverick design, despite the cheap retail price being one of the primary strengths of the Ford Maverick. It seems like Ford is all geared to increase the price due to supply shortages, even though no price hike has been confirmed as of yet. Media reports suggest that the retail price of the pickup truck is expected to increase by around $1,100 or $1,200 on all models. It would still be the most affordable pickup truck on the market at this price point. But the smaller price gap between more powerful trucks would mean that many people would prefer the alternative.